Hello, what's up everybody? It's Curtis, and welcome back to Informed Tourist AI Today. We're about to take off, literally, with a look at the top 10 airports with the most dangerous landings. Buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into the world of white knuckles, tight turns, and runways that make you question the laws of physics. What if I told you there's more to these airports than just a quick stop on your way to paradise? We're talking about places where landing a hunk of metal with wings feels more like threading a needle while riding a roller coaster. We're peeling back the layers of aviation, geography, and maybe a little bit of good old-fashioned human error. So, if you're ready to trade your fear of flying for a healthy dose of adrenaline-pumping awe, you're in the right place. Watch till the end for the #1 spot, packed with surprising facts that will leave you wondering how anyone ever dared to build an airport there in the first place. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. But please like and subscribe. It helps this channel grow. First up, we're heading straight to the Himalayas, home to Mount Everest and some of the most extreme landscapes on the planet. Nestled amongst these towering peaks is Tenzing Hillary Airport, also known as Lukla Airport. This place is practically synonymous with dangerous landing. Imagine this. You're in a small aircraft, staring out the window at a runway that seems to disappear off the edge of a cliff. That's Lukla. At just 1,500 feet long, this airstrip leaves pilots with virtually no room for error. It's a one-way ticket to either a safe landing or, well, let's just say the alternative isn't pretty. We're talking unpredictable wind shear, swirling clouds that can reduce visibility to almost zero, and the ever-present challenge of operating at an elevation of over 9,000 feet. Pilots have to be on top of their game, making split-second decisions as they navigate treacherous terrain and unpredictable weather conditions. But here's the thing about Lukla. Despite the risks, it remains a vital lifeline for the people of the Solukhumbu region, providing access to essential supplies and connecting them to the outside world. It's a testament to human ingenuity and our unwavering desire to conquer even the most daunting challenges. So, the next time you're complaining about a bumpy landing at your local airport, spare a thought for the pilots and passengers who brave the skies above Lukla. From the Himalayas, we're heading to Central America, to a place where the mountains meet the city in a breathtaking and slightly terrifying embrace. Welcome to Toncontin International Airport in Tegucigalpa, Honduras. This airport has earned a reputation as one of the most challenging in the world, and for good reason. Toncontin's claim to fame? A runway that's way too short for comfort, nestled in a valley surrounded by mountains. As they approach the airport, they have to execute a series of sharp turns and steep descents, all while battling the unpredictable winds that whip through the valley. Imagine yourself on a roller coaster, hurtling towards a brick wall. Now imagine the roller coaster is a Boeing 737, and instead of a wall, it's a runway that seems to appear out of nowhere. That's the kind of experience pilots sign up for when they fly into Toncontin. As you descend into the valley, you're treated to a panoramic vista of Tegucigalpa, with its colorful houses clinging to the hillsides. Toncontin is a place where beauty and danger collide, where the laws of aviation are pushed to their limits. Just remember to breathe, and maybe close your eyes during that final descent. You might be thinking, wait, didn't we already talk about Lukla Airport? And you'd be right. But this airport is so notorious it deserves a second mention. This time, we're diving deeper into what makes it a pilot's nightmare. Remember that cliff at the end of the runway? Yeah, that's not the only thing pilots have to worry about. The approach to Lukla is just as treacherous as the landing itself. Pilots have to navigate through narrow mountain passes, dodging peaks that seem close enough to touch. It's like flying through a maze where the walls are made of solid rock. And did I mention the wind? Oh yeah, there's wind, lots of it. Unpredictable swirling gusts that can knock a plane off course in an instant. Pilots have to stay laser-focused, blocking out the fear and the knowledge that one wrong move could have catastrophic consequences. Despite all the risks, pilots continue to fly into Lukla, bringing with them essential supplies and intrepid travelers eager to experience the awe-inspiring beauty of the Himalayas. If those pilots can land a plane on the edge of a cliff, you can handle anything. Chapter 4. Barra Airport, landing on the beach. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to land on a beach. That's right, you heard me correctly. Barra Airport in Scotland is the only airport in the world where scheduled flights land on a beach. Imagine this. You're flying over the turquoise waters of the North Atlantic, the rugged Scottish coastline stretching out before you. But instead of heading for a concrete runway, your plane starts descending towards sand. Welcome to Barra Airport, where the only thing separating you from a dip in the ocean is the tide. Barra's runway isn't just any beach though, it's a constantly shifting, tide-dependent strip of sand that disappears underwater twice a day. Pilots have to consult tide tables before they land, making sure they arrive and depart when the runway is, well, actually a runway. We're talking unpredictable weather, strong winds, and the occasional flock of seagulls that seem determined to test the limits of avian-aircraft relations. Landing at Barra is like trying to land a paper airplane on a moving target. So, the next time you're complaining about a delayed flight or a long security line, just remember Barra Airport. Chapter 5. Kai Tak Airport, a blast from the past. We're traveling back in time to experience one of the most iconic and terrifying landings in aviation history. Kai Tak Airport, Hong Kong's former international airport, was notorious for its checkerboard approach, a maneuver so intense it left passengers gripping their armrests and praying for a smooth landing. Imagine this, you're on final approach to Hong Kong, skyscrapers looming in the distance. But instead of a straight-in approach, your plane makes a sharp, stomach-churning turn, seemingly aiming directly for a mountain. Just when you think you're about to become a permanent fixture on the Hong Kong skyline, the runway magically appears and you touch down, heart pounding. Pilots had to navigate through a narrow corridor of skyscrapers, making a sharp 47-degree turn at low altitude to line up with the runway. Passengers on the approach to Kai Tak often felt like they were on a sightseeing tour gone wrong, with buildings seemingly close enough to touch. Sadly, Kai Tak closed its doors in 1998, replaced by the more modern and less heart-stopping Hong Kong International Airport. But its legacy lives on in the annals of aviation history. Chapter 6. Princess Juliana International Airport, touching down in paradise. Get ready for some sun, sand, and seriously low landings. We're heading to the Caribbean island of St. Martin, home to Princess Juliana International Airport, a place where the beach meets the runway in a spectacular display of aviation, and let's be honest, a touch of insanity. Picture this. You're lounging on Maho Beach, soaking up the sun, sipping on a tropical drink. Suddenly, a roar fills the air, and you look up to see a massive Boeing 747 seemingly skimming the tops of palm trees, its wheels just feet above your head. The runway at Princess Juliana is relatively short, which means pilots have to get creative, and a little bit daring, on their approach. They fly in low over the water, clearing the beach by a hair's breadth before touching down on the runway. It's a spectacle that draws crowds of tourists every day, eager to witness the thrill of planes landing practically in their laps. The airport is also known for its strong crosswinds, which can make landing a bit of a bumpy ride. So, the next time you're planning a Caribbean getaway, consider a trip to St. Martin and its infamous airport. Just be sure to pack your camera and maybe a helmet, just in case. Chapter 7. Courchevel Altiport, landing in a winter wonderland. Get ready to hit the slopes and the runway. We're heading to the French Alps, home to Courchevel Altiport, one of the highest airports in Europe. Imagine soaring through snow-capped peaks, the air crisp and cold. As you descend, you notice the runway is tilted. Courchevel's runway has a gradient of 18.5%. Pilots must make a precise approach to avoid overshooting, and apply brakes quickly to avoid rolling back. Courchevel is known for unpredictable weather conditions. So, why land here? The views are breathtaking. Imagine stepping off your plane to panoramic vistas. Courchevel Altiport is a testament to human ingenuity. Sometimes the most rewarding destinations require extra effort and courage. Chapter 8. Gibraltar International Airport, where the rock meets the runway. Hold on to your passports because we're about to land in one of the most unique and strategically important locations on Earth, Gibraltar. This tiny British overseas territory, perched on the southern tip of the Iberian Peninsula, is home to Gibraltar International Airport, a place where the runway intersects with a city, a mountain, and a whole lot of history. Imagine this. You're flying over the sparkling waters of the Mediterranean Sea, the Rock of Gibraltar looming large in the distance. As you descend towards the airport, you notice something peculiar. The runway seems to be cut in half. That's right. Gibraltar's runway is bisected by Winston Churchill Avenue, one of the territory's main roads. Pilots have to make a precise approach, aiming for a narrow strip of asphalt that seems to disappear into the sea, and as if that wasn't enough, they have to contend with strong crosswinds, often caused by the levanter, a powerful easterly wind that funnels through the Strait of Gibraltar. The Rock of Gibraltar itself creates its own microclimate, with unpredictable wind shears and turbulence that can make landing a bumpy ride. Gibraltar is a strategically important territory, serving as a gateway between Europe and Africa. Gibraltar International Airport is a testament to human ingenuity and our ability to adapt to even the most challenging environments. Chapter 9. Paro Airport, landing in the Himalayas. Fasten your seatbelts, we're heading to Paro Airport in Bhutan, where the Himalayas meet the runway in a breathtaking display. Often dubbed the world's most dangerous, this airport is not for the faint of heart. Imagine soaring through clouds, surrounded by the towering peaks of the Himalayas. As you descend, your plane navigates narrow valleys, the ground rushing up to meet you. Landing at Paro requires specialized training and nerves of steel. Pilots navigate treacherous mountain passes, making sharp turns and steep descents. They rely on visual cues, as the airport lacks sophisticated instrument landing systems. Paro Airport is the gateway to Bhutan, offering a magical Himalayan experience. The most rewarding journeys challenge us and leave us breathless. Chapter 10. Madeira Airport, landing on the edge of the Atlantic. Prepare for a white-knuckle landing at Madeira Airport, also known as Cristiano Ronaldo International Airport. Perched on the edge of the Atlantic, this airport is notorious for challenging landings and strong winds. Imagine flying over the Atlantic, with Madeira emerging like a verdant emerald. The runway juts out into the ocean, requiring special pilot certification. Pilots navigate challenging wind conditions, often caused by the Venturi effect. The runway was once notoriously short, adding to the challenge. Extended and reinforced, it remains a thrilling experience for passengers and pilots. Madeira is known for its stunning natural beauty and mild climate. Madeira Airport is a testament to human ingenuity and determination. Outro until next time, adventure awaits. And there you have it, folks, the top 10 airports with the most dangerous landings. From the Himalayas to the Caribbean, these airports have it all. Short runways, challenging terrain, unpredictable weather, and a whole lot of adrenaline. Thanks for watching Informed Tourist AI. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more insider info on unique places and travel tips. Remember, the world is full of incredible destinations just waiting to be explored. So pack your bags, buckle up, and get ready for the adventure of a lifetime. Now check out one of these videos, and until next time, safe travels.